I made a Substack post about this full moon in Aquarius, some of the major themes that are happening around it, and the horoscopes as well. But I wanted to hop on here and talk a little bit about this full moon and also Lionsgate. This full moon is happening at 16 degrees of Aquarius on August 9th, 2025 in the sign of Aquarius. The ruler of this moon, the rulers of this moon are Saturn and Uranus. And Saturn and Uranus are in a very rare configuration in the sky called a kite. And it's comprised of a grand fire trine opposition and a couple of sextiles. So the fact that the rulers of this moon are Saturn and Uranus, and they're involved in this rare configuration with Mars and the outer planets, this full moon feels very collective to me. But then we've got the sun in Leo, Mercury retrograding in Leo still, which is very personal. So there's something around our personal will and the collective will coming together. Now, this is why I love weaving human design and other types of astrology into the work that I do, because it gives you some clues around things that maybe you wouldn't otherwise know about. For example, this full moon is happening in gate 13, and gate 13 is the gate of the listener. In Vedic astrology, in sidereal astrology, where they look at the actual placements of the stars, this is happening in the nakshatra Shravana. And Shravana is symbolized by the ear, listening. So that's why I titled my Substack, Witnessing the Past. What did I title it? I don't remember, something like that. Witnessing the Past, Writing the Future. Because, and it said this Aquarius Full Moon is asking us to listen. The listening that we're doing with gate 13 is about witnessing our stories, but not just our stories, but our ancestral stories as well, right? Like, so much of our trauma is epigenetic. It's not even ours. It's been passed down from our ancestors to us, right? And maybe they get played out or triggered through certain events in our lives, but that doesn't mean that they necessarily started with us. So this full moon feels like we're holding this in-between space of the future and what the possibilities of that without forgetting the past, because the gene key goes from discord to discernment to empathy, gene key 13. And the discord is actually more like noise because we don't hear correctly, right? Because this isn't, there's a difference between hearing and listening. Right? Listening, it's more of an active process than hearing. We hear things all the time, but are we really listening? Because what happens with gate 13 is that if it does not truly listen, it is bound to repeat experiences over and over again that are of the same message. And so it kind of keeps us in a loop. And then we get into discernment, knowing what to listen to. And then the city of empathy, which is something I talked about in my Substack as well, is that like a lot of people don't give Aquarius enough credit for how empathetic they are. It's just that the way that they show their empathy isn't necessarily through the emotional nurturance like Cancer or the holding space like Pisces. Aquarian empathy is believing that we all deserve to be free, and that all of our stories matter, and that we are all a part of this collective soul. And so a lot of this moon to me is about liberation for ourselves so that we can eventually liberate the world, right? And it's not about the outcome, but how do we move through the world that like we are trying to have that goal, right? And I talked about in one of my videos that, you know, as I was thinking about these themes and I was sharing, I said something to my partner and he was like, you know, you should use some of your work, like some of the money that you get from your readings to support causes that are really important to you, because I donate a lot. I'm a donator. I don't know. I've always been like that, but I want it to be like directly tied to the work that I'm doing, because it's so symbolic that what I aim to do is to like liberate other people in our one-on-one sessions and, you know, through here as well. It's just not as personalized. And also then that money can partially go to other organizations that are doing the same thing. And there's two animal rescues, one that's operating in Gaza and then one that's operating in Iran that I have chosen as the ones that I want to support through my work right now. So it's like a certain portion of every initial reading will be going to that. But that's symbolically what this is asking. Like, how do you want to write the future? And I in the beginning, I talked about how I want to talk about Lionsgate. Now, there's a lot of noise about Lionsgate, right? And so we're going to discern what really matters, okay? I don't like getting caught up in like, it's real, it's not real, it's stupid, you're stupid. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, do whatever you want. Whatever feels good to you, right? What I will say, though, is that because of this listening, and because there are so many retrogrades, this is really asking us to, before we move into that, whatever you are trying to have in your life, whatever you're trying to manifest, look at the past, right? And look and see what it is that you actually want. I'll be honest with you guys. The reason why I don't like manifestation portals personally is because I think they invoke a lot of pressure. We are bodies. We have bodies. I'm sorry. Maybe we're spiritual beings in bodies, but we have bodies. So we have to take care of the bodies. And for me, whenever I see like, oh, this is like the best time to manifest, I feel like it puts people into a fight, flight, freeze response. You know, because it's like, but it's like, but okay, I'm going to manifest. And it's like, well, where are you manifesting from in that state? You know, like, are you even truly clear on what it is that you want when you're in that state? Because I think that that's where we easily go into like, oh, I want money. Oh, I want a bigger house. Oh, I have this thing. All fine and dandy. I'm not saying don't manifest money, don't manifest things. But like, where is that coming from? It's probably coming from a state of dysregulation in our bodies. True abundance is not of the material world. Yes, we have to eat. Yes, we have to be housed. Yes, you all know that. But true abundance is not there. And our liberation comes when we realize that. Where are you moving out of fear? Where are you manifesting out of dysregulation in order to get away from where you are right now? Because what if the whole point of this is to make every day a manifestation? Number one, to me, it's like every day is a powerful day for manifesting, you know, like in that, when I think of it that way, there's so much less pressure to feel like, oh my God, okay, like Mars is in this massive kite formation. And so I need to take action on something, but your body's like, bro, we're shut down. Like we can't handle this right now. We can't take action. And so if we're overriding that system, then whatever we're manifesting is built upon overriding yourself. It's self-abandoning. When we create or design our future, it starts with the present and not bypassing the past. For me, it's almost, it almost just isn't a thing. You know, like whatever. I don't care about like the alignment. I don't care about serious. Like, is it real? Is it not? It's like, I don't care. You know, it's just in general, to me, these things take us out of our bodies and have an idealized, because this can happen with astrology too. Like, oh my God, I remember someone was like saying how, you know, I had autoimmune illnesses for a long time. And they were like, you know, Leos, this is your chance to heal it, or else, you know, you could do it, but it's gonna be a lot harder. And once I let that go, like once I was like Pluto in the 6th is not my last chance to heal this. That's when I healed it. So yeah, I just wanted to get this quick video out. If you want some more information on the configurations, that is in my Substack, and it involves the Venus-Jupiter conjunction and Mars in Libra opposite Saturn, everything I talked about in my previous videos as well. So check those out. If you want to book a session with me, I'll have the link in the description down below, and I'll see you guys next time.